Welcome to the June Hays Headlines. I'm Sarah Bloom with Downtown Hays Development Corporation. Excited to be with you again this month with some things that are happening in Hays for you to enjoy this summer. We have a very special guest to kick off the show today. I'm here with head coach of the Hays Larks, Frank Leo, who's here to talk about the 75th anniversary of the Hays Larks, which is incredible. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. It is. It's pretty special when you think about it. And when we went into the planning stages, it's only going to happen once, obviously. We want to do it right. The ballpark's going to get decorated this summer with memorabilia, some kind of throwback things. I think people should be anxious to get out there and see what that ballpark looks like. Besides seeing a good product on the field, I think we have a good team recruited. So we're looking forward to it. We've been planning all year. Our board members have done a great job, and I think it's going to be a fun summer at the ballpark.
It's a beautiful ballpark anyway, a very historic ballpark. It's been there for a long time. The city maintains it wonderfully, so I'm excited to see how it's decorated. How many people are on your board, and did they have some extra time to plan with COVID last year?
We started kicking around. First of all, there's about 17 people on the board, a lot of husband and wife combinations. A great board. We work well together. A lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes. It's just not show up and play baseball. So proud of our board members that put in the time to make that happen. But we did start preparing. We knew the 75th was coming. We did have a season last year, although it was a little on the short end of it. But we had a season. We started planning, but the heavy planning started in September.
Very good. How many players are coming back from last year, and how excited are they having a shortened season last year and now almost being back to normal in the 75th year?
Our players that return are always excited to come back. When you recruit a player to Hays, Kansas, they don't know much about it. Yes, they can read about our history, but the atmosphere, the community support that gets behind our program, they just cannot believe it. So we have about 6 guys returning from last year's team. They're all super excited knowing that this was going to be the 75th. It was going to be a big year. We actually have throwback uniforms we're going to wear several times throughout the summer. They're excited to see those and wear those. So the recruiting process, we're just about wrapped up. We'll have a 25-man roster. Maybe we can go up to 28. We might add a pitcher if a good one comes along. But they're all excited. The new guys are excited, and the coaching staff. Our community is very excited. The people I've talked to can't wait. I don't want to say we're back to normal, but I think we have a great handle on the pandemic right now and what we can do and how to handle it. So it's going to be a fun summer.
Now, almost 30 players. That's a lot of boys, men, that need homes here in Hays. We want to give a shout out to the host homes that make this possible because, again, a lot of things happen other than baseball. Where do they stay? Tell us a little bit about the host homes that make this possible.
Absolutely. Our host families are fantastic. I always tell people, we always have a host family picnic to start off the year. Without you people, we would not have a program. I mean, players it's an instant family for them. It gets them acclimated to the community. Plus, where else would you put them? You can't put them in apartments. It's still not the same feel. Apartments would cost a lot of money, and it's not what we want it to be. So every year it's a little bit of a struggle, but we always seem to find a way to get them all housed. People that do it for the first time, a little anxious about what that experience might be, but when the summer's over, it's hard to say goodbye to those guys. So
they're anxious about how much food they're going to consume during the summer.
Yeah, they're college kids, but the issue with the food part, I shouldn't say it's an issue. We've got to be at the ballpark at 4 o'clock on game days, so it's not like they have to prepare a lot of meals. A lot of them say, hey, this is what we have in the fridge.
Yep.
On off nights, maybe we can have a family meal together. So it's the food part is not as big of a deal as it might seem. And for families that have young kids, it's really good because they come out to the ballpark. They'll come out during BP, get in the outfield.
It's like you have an all-star living in your house too.
And yes, Albert Pujols was once a Lark. Yep. I mean, we always play on that, but it's hard to believe that he played at Larks Park. Yeah. He sat on our bench. He was on the bus with us, and where he's at now. So you never know who you're going to get at your home. We've had a lot of players make it to the major leagues, and.
Albert's probably the most well-known. Would you agree?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, he should be a first-round Hall of Famer, which will be awesome. And he's had a great career.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big Cardinals fan. I was really hoping he was coming back to St. Louis. And I told you before the show, we've been tagging him in all the 75th anniversary posts on Facebook. He's probably not coming back, but it would be pretty cool.
Well, it would have been. I think we're a year too late. I mean, will be his swan song year. I know it was a tough situation in California for him, but I'm glad to see that he'll actually get to play out his last year. And he's playing with a pretty good club in the Dodgers, so he may get a chance to play in the World Series.
Yeah. Now, 75 years for the Larks. How long have you been coaching?
Well, people ask me if I've coached every one of them, but
I wasn't going to ask that question.
This will be my 40th season, hard to believe, and I played for the Larks for 3 seasons, so I've been involved with a lot of them. The program has really grown in leaps and bounds, but back in the early years when I first started coaching, I played. Laverne and Jane Shoemaker were the 2 people responsible for our program, and they made sure it continued. And then I got involved, and it's something that's in your blood, and it's hard to give up. And you see what it does for the community, and you want to continue to do that.
Not only the community, but your own family. You've got a lot of family ties too.
My girls have all grown up as Larks Park second home, so to speak. Yeah. They're all coming back for our big celebration weekend. They all were bat girls at one time. Now they have kids that I have an older grandson that's about ready to play for the Larks. So wow. They've grown. The family has grown around the program, but they enjoy it. And if it wasn't for them and the sacrifices they make, my wife included, it would have never happened. But yeah. They love the game. It's in their blood, and we're still doing it.
What do you need from the community as we wrap this up?
Oh, I want the community to come out and support the program like they normally do. It's going to be a great summer. Admission is free, and I don't know if people really understand that, but we have great sponsors that, so to speak, buy out the house, and admission is free. Our concession stand prices are great.
Very reasonable.
You get to see some good baseball, get to see people. Just encourage them to come out. It's going to be a fun, big summer. I do want to mention June 4th, our opening game. We're going to have fireworks after the game. So yeah. Hopefully we have a little fireworks during the game and a big fireworks display after it.
Wonderful. The full schedule is already up on the website, hayslarks.com.
.org.
I knew I was getting it wrong. hayslarks.org. So by all means, go out, check out the schedule, get ready to have some fun downtown at Larks Park all summer long. We'll be rooting in our red, white, and blue. And thank you so much, Coach, for joining us. We sure appreciate it.
Well, appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
We'll be right back with Hays Headlines.
We built this network for you.
We're constantly optimizing our network to provide reliable coverage utilizing cutting-edge technology.
We invest in Kansas because we're Kansans too.
And as exciting next-generation technologies become reality, you can trust that we're working to bring it to your neighborhood.
So wherever you go, just know we got you covered.
We're friends.
We're neighbors.
We are Kansas.
For over 70 years at Nex-Tech, we've tackled new technologies and created a powerful fiber network to bring you the fastest, most reliable internet. Being connected is essential. That's why we're proud to offer the only gig symmetrical internet around. Visit nextech.com to sign up for any new internet speed and get a $100 credit, or upgrade your current speed and pay your same price for 3 months. Nex-Tech, here for you then, now, and for whatever comes next.
The team at Homestead Assisted Living is a proud supporter of the Hays community. Located just west of the Sternberg Natural History Museum, Homestead is a warm and welcoming community where residents receive compassionate care from licensed professionals. If you're curious about senior living options for yourself or a loved one, make Homestead your first call. Our kind and courteous staff would love to show you around and answer any questions you may have. Call us today to schedule a tour of Homestead or visit us online at homesteadofhays.com.
Welcome back to Hays Headlines. I'm Melissa Dixon, Executive Director of the Hays Convention and Visitors Bureau, and my special guest today is Sandi Maier, Event Coordinator of one of my favorite events, the Wild West Festival. Yes. Thank you for being here, Sandi.
You bet.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
Well, this event has been going on for quite a while, and you've been involved for quite a while.
Yep, this will be our 27th year. I've been involved now for 13 years. And I've actually been the event coordinator for 6 years.
They are very lucky to have you.
So, well, thank you.
You and the committee do an amazing job. It's a huge undertaking,
yeah.
And there's a huge committee that goes with it.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
We have about 35 people on the committee again this year. But yeah, West Fest is my passion, and I love it. I love seeing the people come out. I love the camaraderie that we all have. It's it's a lot of fun.
It's the most wonderful time of the year with July 4th weekend, and I know so many people bring their families and friends. It's a great weekend to spend in Hays. And I know people want to know, how do you pull it off? And the answer is sponsors, right?
Sponsors. And this year we actually have, right now we actually have about the same amount sponsors as we had last year, but 12% of these are brand new first-time sponsors.
That's wonderful.
For 2021. So we're really excited about that, because there's a lot of new businesses that signed up with us this year that haven't before.
Wonderful. I encourage people, if you love the Wild West Festival, support it.
Show up.
Sign up to be a sponsor. You don't have to be a $10,000 sponsor.
Nope.
You could be a $300 sponsor.
We go 300 to 3,000, so, and on up.
And they'll take your money till right up to the festival too. Don't worry about that sponsorship deadline.
Yes, we will.
Well, one question we had was, how far ahead of time do you have to start looking for next year's performer?
Right now.
Now.
We always start it as we're finishing, even before we're finishing up, because we already have started gaining names for next year for the performance for entertainers. And yes, we work it takes all year long to put it on. It really does.
Absolutely. And people really want to know, who are the performers for this year, if you haven't heard.
Okay, well, if you haven't heard, actually on July 1st, which is Thursday night, we have, I'll go with the openers first. We have opening band Brock Wagner, and he's from Colby, Kansas. And then that night, our headliner is Logan Mize, and Logan Mize is a Kansas boy from Clearwater, Kansas. And then on Friday night, we have Jake Gill from Hutchinson that's opening for Black Hawk and Shenandoah. They're known as the Country Throwback Tour. And initially it was supposed to be Restless Heart, but they backed out, and it worked to our advantage to get Black Hawk.
Excellent.
So we are so excited about that one. And then on Saturday night, our rock night is Paramount, which they are from Hays and Salina area, and they'll be opening for Firehouse. So I think we've got a pretty decent lineup going on. We're pretty excited, and kind of one of the neatest things about this year to me and to the committee is that back in 2016, I looked back and we had over $9,000 worth of tickets sold the night that we had Black Hawk.
So they're a good show.
So they're a good show to have, and the oddity is Logan Mize opened for Black Hawk that night. So now he plays the night before them. So
amazing.
So we're pretty tickled about it.
That's great.
It's a lot of fun.
I think about how much I would spend on a concert ticket to go out of town. And in my brain, it's like $30, $40, $50, $60.
Yeah.
This deal is unbelievable.
I know, and most people don't understand it, but
$20.
$20, that gets you into all three
nights.
You'll get an armband at the gate. You have to keep that armband on to come back every night, but that gets you into all 3 nights. If you don't happen to get a ticket ahead of time and you come down, you can still buy them at the gate, but they're $25.
Per night.
Per night,
so
yes. So $75 versus $20.
Right. The best deal. Get your tickets ahead of time. And right now, those are available online. And at local outlets.
Yep, local outlets here in town,
Excellent.
Yes. And then we have the VIP tickets, which are $150 per ticket. But again, that gets you into all 3 nights. That includes a catered meal for your dinner, and then it includes drinks till various hours. We have different hours that we shut some drinks off and such, and you get preferred seating because you're in a special little area where nobody else can come in.
Right.
So
and if you want to do something nice for your staff, let me
Yeah.
tell you, mine was the happiest when we did that.
Yeah.
We all got to sit together, great time with
Yeah.
the performances, and always a great meal.
Yeah.
What would you say is the most memorable Wild West Festival that you've been involved with?
Probably about 3 years ago, we had the giant flood.
I remember that.
Yeah, there was a huge flood. We were sitting there on the grounds, and of course the stage was trying to set up too, and they can't set up when it's pouring like that. And they couldn't get on the grounds because the grounds were flooded. But thanks to some good partners that we had and sponsors, they came down with their big trucks and they soaked up some of their, actually
Pumped water
out
off
of the
park.
field.
Yes.
Yeah, off of the park area. So
And
it was really nice.
we were there that night, and it was dry.
Bone dry.
My chair was not sinking in the mud.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
amazing what they
Yeah.
did. Well, there's other community events that come with this. People should know there's a parade on Saturday, a Main Street
Yes.
Parade, which is free.
It is, and it is titled Freedom, Let Freedom Sing.
Love it. Love it.
That's the title this year.
So any organization can jump into that for free. There's a 5K race that a partner Fort Hays State Track and Field helps us put together. And then there'll be several nights of carnival. So
yeah,
a great time
gonna
for
be nice.
all ages,
it's going to
from
be
all
nice.
around. I hope people will come out.
And it's a new carnival this year too. I want to put in a special plug for them. They're coming from Dodge City. It's WEEE Entertainment is who he actually is. So
Can't wait to give them a try.
Yeah, we're excited for them to come in and do their thing. Yeah.
Well, anybody has extra questions for us, you can probably get them answered at the Wild West Festival website. Check our community events calendar for more at visithays.com. Thank you, Flowers by Francis, for the displays for today. And we'll be right back with more Hays headlines.
Thank you.
At Next Generation, we're working to keep kids local, and you can help. Your gift of any amount provides opportunities for high school and college students to experience local careers with local businesses right here at home.
Opportunities for paid internships that teach students about their local community and prepare them with hands-on job skills now, so they are ready to remain local for the future.
Like me in Plainville.
Like me in Phillipsburg.
Students like me in Waukene.
Trust Rogers & Associates Insurance to keep your peace of mind through all the seasons in life. Whether you're cozy at home memory making with your family, on an outdoor adventure with the top down, floating on a boat, or in the middle of harvest, we can customize an insurance plan that's perfect for you. For all the seasons, we've got you covered. Call us or visit us online to learn more today.
Welcome back to the final segment of the June Hays headlines. My name is Sarah Wasinger and I'm the president at the Hays Chamber, and we are so excited to be continuing this edition with Sarah and Melissa. It's our first one back
Live and
together.
in person, back together.
Yay.
Over a year. It's been over a year
I know.
since we all sat behind this table.
Forget about that.
We don't want
Moving
to talk about
forward.
that. We
And
have
you're
more
already
things
color
to talk about.
coordinating, so you're doing great.
Yeah. So we have a couple of big events, and it's exciting to talk about events again, right?
Yes.
Yes. So the Chamber is so excited to have Q2 Business Showcase. We remodeled everything with that event because of COVID, but found out that it's actually better for our businesses. So we're going to be starting that event June 7th through June 20th. So if people haven't heard about that, we actually feature anywhere between 8 to 10 businesses. They can come to any of those businesses to pick up a showcase card that looks something kind of like this, and it'll have all those businesses featured. So right now we've got Avalon Advanced Health, Hilton Garden Inn, Vieira Wireless, Southwind CrossFit's doing it too, Delivery.com, First Call for Help. I know our previous segment, Wild West Festival, they're on there too, and then JD's Country Style Chicken. So we may have a couple of more. Check hayschamber.com/news-events for the full list. But we are so excited. So Bringart, Howard, Ward, Elliott, and Piper is the main sponsor. So if you take a card, you take it to all the different locations, you figure out the question that they have on their spot, and once you get that answer to that question, they'll go ahead and stamp your card for you. And then once you complete at least 8 of those locations, you can bring that card to the Chamber office and be entered into a chance to win one of $50 Chamber Tech prizes. So it's pretty fun.
And don't be afraid of the trivia questions. They're easy, and
Yes.
the business will help you. And it really is a fun model, like bingo card style. And I did it last showcase, and I learned a lot about those businesses. It works.
So the fun thing about this is a lot of those businesses too will have a different entry that you can sign up for, like a special drawing or maybe a discount. So we love this event because it's really the best way to get into some businesses that you maybe haven't gone to before and figure out all the cool things they have to offer.
What's the prize at the chamber when you put your card in the box?
So there's 5 $50 chamber check drawings.
Cool.
So that drawing is actually going to be held on June 28th, and we'll do that in conjunction with our sponsor, like I said, Bringart, Howard Ward, Elliott and Piper. So check like I said, the chamber website for more details or call the office. We will also have cards available at the office just in case you have a hard time remembering which businesses are participating.
At the Welcome Center. Come by and get your card.
Yes.
Okay. Anything happening downtown in
Nothing,
June?
never. Nothing's ever, no. Of course. Yeah, we, obviously the market has kicked off. We got to talk about that on the last show for a little bit. So yeah, the market is open now every Saturday under the pavilion from 7:30 to 11, which is very exciting. We have vendors from all over the state. We even have vendors coming in from Missouri and Nebraska signed up already.
Insane.
It is insane, but I think it speaks really, I mean, it just speaks hugely for our community and for the success of the market. And we have created such a wonderful gathering place and almost your own little community at the market that everybody wants to be involved in. It's just really neat to see. And there's free coffee, so I mean that helps. The coffee is back. It's nice to have coffee back, and we're carrying coffee pots instead of hand sanitizer this year, which is
awesome.
Nice. It's so nice.
I love it.
Also under the pavilion, we are back with our summer music series, Box Lunch, which is BACHS, but of course we provide BOX lunches every first, third, and fifth Friday of the month under the pavilion as well at noon. It's a free concert for 1 hour. Come, you can bring your own lunch if you'd like, or we can provide one for you for $10. Our first one is Joshua T. Morello, who's a wonderful musician from Kansas City. He's coming back. They all play for free, which is also really incredible. Nobody expects to get paid. They just come play for the love of music for an hour. And so it's wonderful. They get interrupted every once in a while with the train, which, I remember very distinctly last year someone was playing Isn't It Ironic when a train came through, and we were all like, how fitting for that train to come through during that song. That was Laurel playing at that time. But the whole goal with that is to expose the community to as much music and different genres of music as possible. So everything from polka to rock to acoustic and you name it. So we'll have a great lineup. I know Jam and Brandy's coming back. I know we've got some bluegrass coming back. So be watching for that. But that happens June, July, and August all summer long.
And we all get into the habit of not taking lunch and just working through lunch. And let me tell you, the best break is to get out, get in the fresh air, go down to the pavilion, see some people, hear some music.
And even on the hottest days, it's not too bad under the pavilion.
It's cool under there.
It's gorgeous.
The breeze goes through, it stays shady.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite places.
And you're going to see people that maybe you wouldn't have.
It's a great outing. Also happening downtown is one of my favorite. I say everything is my favorite, but
I know.
Art Walk is my favorite. The weekend of June 18th, Art Walk will be back on Friday nights.
Yep. 6:30 to 9:30, and a lot of different businesses.
And not only Art Walk, there's a Hays Young Professionals event happening. A street dance.
Yes. So
Tell us about that.
They're so excited because they've wanted to do something big for the community for a while now and haven't really had the opportunity with COVID. So they have graciously partnered with some of our sponsors to host just a community-wide dance underneath the pavilion. Everybody is invited because of the sponsors chipping in to cover the cost of the band. By the way, it's Anthony and the Animals. How cool is that?
Yes.
It'll be fantastic. But a quick shout out to Ideal Refuse Removal and Roll Off, Eagle Radio, Auto World, Walmart, and then of course Fourth Wealth Management. They're sponsoring that event as well as the chamber. So come out. It's going to start at 7:30 p.m. Bring your chairs. They're going to have some water available because we know it's usually hot that time of year. But they can also bring their own drinks in a cooler if they want to. So
great kickoff to that weekend.
Also that night, we're celebrating the library, which is one of our favorite places.
Oh, yes. If you haven't been in, please go in and see the amazing renovations.
Your family and my family had very similar reactions. Like your husband said, if I had a library like this, I would have read more. And my middle schooler walked in and said, we have the best library ever. And I said, yes, we do. Use it a lot.
It is a gem, and we'll be celebrating with a big grand reopening, ribbon cutting, brick presentation.
All the things, 5 o'clock.
Please
Everyone's
come.
welcome.
5 o'clock.
Yep.
And I hear they're going to have wine afterwards, maybe. So it's a great way to actually kick off that whole entire night.
Yep.
Start out at the library, come check out all the gorgeous artwork, listen to some fantastic music, dance, and
the library is art itself, but they also have some incredible art displays up. So it's wonderful.
Couple more things happening during the month.
Talk fast.
Races out at RPM Speedway, June 12th and 26th. Citywide garage sale, June 4th and 5th, all over town. Sternberg. New exhibit. I know everybody's favorite are the animatronic dinosaurs. The new summer exhibit is all animatronic dinosaurs. I love it. It's called Age of the Dinosaurs. It's open now. And then there'll be a summer craft fair out at Big Creek Crossing, June 26th. There's tons more at our community events calendar at visithays.com. And more information with these guys at your websites,
HaysChamber.com
and
downtownhays.com, because I didn't even mention Brews on the Bricks tickets are on sale now too.
Get them.
So make sure you go check out the website. I think that's a wrap, ladies. Lovely to be back with you. Thanks for joining us on the June Hays Headlines, and we'll see you again next month.
Open and shut, you're stuck in a rut. Got FOMO or wanting more action? Yep, it's time. Time to make new friends, attend university, or get a hot new job. Whatever the case, Hays is your place. You'll discover a vibrant and artsy downtown, great restaurants, events that you just don't find anywhere else, and a museum full of dinosaurs if you're wanting to spend time with old bones. Whatever the reason, moving to Hays might just be the idyllic spot you're seeking with the whole long pandemic situation. And by the way, if you do find yourself sick, Hays medical care is bar none. So come on, check out Hays. You'll like the sense of community, the endless opportunities, and letting your creative side go wild. Start your new journey by finding the perfect home. Visit with the agents at Coldwell Banker Executive Realty today, and they'll help you find exactly what you're looking for.